Oh yeah, this is just a test of the Honda CT125 imported to the UK. It's not an extensive first ride, it's just on private land on a friend's field. Just giving the bike a basic run out, so it's not the most conclusive of tests, and also the camera goes a bit hazy midway through for some reason. It does clear towards the end, so yeah, just to pre-warn you that it's not the best of tests, but it does capture that first impression of riding a new machine. Cheers.
Recording.
Okay, so this is the first UK ride for me of the Honda CT125. It's a bike that I've got from 7 Seas Motors up in Dewsbury, who's brought in a few container loads of them. I'm just on a friend's farm on private land while I wait for the DVLA paperwork to come through. I'm on a beige coloured one. To add to the fleet, I've got a green one, a red one, and an head up. So this is the biggest thing to get used to. The gearbox is like the old C90, so neutral at the top, first down, second down, third down, fourth down, and then third up, second up, first up. When you're stationary, you can go from fourth to neutral by just going down again on the toe. It has got a heel and toe shifter. It's just trying to mentally process which way I have to go down and which way to go up. So down on the heel, that makes sense. Down on the heel to go down on the toe to go up. Okay, that's it. So apparently the Asian version of this bike, which is what this is as it's a direct import from Thailand, has got the Asian configuration, so down to go up to go down. But apparently, from what I gather, the Australian and the American versions of the bike are the opposite way, so up to go up, down to go down, which I think I would prefer. So I'm just with B, who's on a CRF 250. Got cows to chase, do some herding. Got Richard on his CRF 230L with his high protective wellies on. So my background with the CT, I rode the 110 in 2009 from Sydney to London, then from New York to Alaska. That bike's got 100,000 K on it, so I know the bike and the history of it really well. In 2019, I guided 8 riders across the Australian outback from Brisbane to Perth on a fleet of 9 CT110s. And those bikes were absolutely bomb-proof. 9 bikes doing 5,000 miles each, or 4,500 miles each. And the only problem we had between the bikes over 3 weeks was the carburettor on my bike failing on the first day because the clip fell off the needle. But other than that, no broken spokes, nothing at all went wrong with those bikes. So I think for this CT125 to excel and to be remembered as fondly as the 110 or the 90, it has to be robust. It has to be a bike that lasts. It has to be a bike that's durable, reliable, easy to use, practical, versatile, and a lot of other things that most bikes don't manage to do. So, big expectations, really big expectations. What I would say, it rides nicely. It's easy to ride, and that's always been at the centre of the CT110's appeal. This sort of agricultural nature of the bike, that you could go roaming across the hills or green lanes or dirt tracks or back roads, and it'd be a perfectly manageable, accessible machine for anyone, novice riders, advanced riders, and I think that's why so many people wanted the CT125 to come to the UK, just because it seemed to fill a lot of gaps in the market. Again, a real shame Honda aren't bringing it into the UK. There's still hope that they'll change their minds, but I've got to be honest, I just can't see it happening. Not now they've announced Euro 5 Monkey and Euro 5 Super Cub. To not announce the CT125 at the same time, to me, suggests it's not coming. People will speculate as to why. I just think it's corporate apathy, really, and corporate disconnect from what the buyers of the world want. I don't think the people in Japan will be particularly listening to the Facebook forums or group chat of UK riders. I don't think they'll listen to the voices that say that why are they bringing the Super Cub when everyone is calling for the CT. They won't hear that and therefore won't act on it. Sweet. So, I mean, I don't know what gear I'm in, but let's go up into neutral. Neutral. Just show you what it looks like. There she is. A handsome bike that it is. So we got disc brakes front and back, ABS only on the front, non-switchable, no ABS on the rear. It's a nice and progressive foot brake action, nice and progressive front brake action. Nice light controls, easy to ride again. Nice big rack on the back, which I like. High level air intake, which is a good feature. Centre stand as standard, and removable foot peg rubbers there. So for all intents and purposes, a nice, practical, easy to ride machine. Do you want to go, Richard? You sure? Oh, left my side stand down. Okay. So these are still being run in, so I better take it steady. The clocks are in kph and can't be switched to mph, which is, again, a bit of an annoyance, but they are the prices you have to pay for getting an imported bike. God, I do love it. It's so easy to ride. We've got wet grass, we've got road bias tyres, but we've still got traction, we've still got fun. Now, anybody who saw my video of the ABR festival ride out when I was whizzing around the adventure track on, I still can't figure this gearbox out. I'll get there. I'll get that way. So anybody who saw that video, it almost made it look like I was showing off and showing how well I could ride, and that wasn't the point. The point was to show that how easy going around a track like that is in tough conditions on a small light bike, and how difficult, even despite your ability, a big bike is. And I can't remember where I was going with my point, other than to say a small light bike makes riding so much more fun when it's challenging conditions. It makes it more accessible for more people. It means the damage is less, the pain is less, and the fun is more. And I still think we're kind of locked in this age-old mindset of got to have a big bike, got to have a big bike. You hear people talking about getting their partners into riding and saying, "Oh, I'm just going to get her a small 600." And you think a 600 is not a small bike for a novice rider. A 125 is a small bike for a novice rider. I like it. I like it. You having a go? Come on, legs. So B is a veteran CT110 rider. She's been on many days out on the postie fleet with me. Say again. What do you have to worry about? Not crashing? There you go. Side stands down. Okay. No. So that goes. So down on that is up. And then to come down the gearbox, you go lift it up.
So what is it now?
You're in neutral.
Does it tell you neutral? So first is up. Oh, yeah, neutral.
Yeah. So first is, so put it into first now. No, you've just gone into fourth.
How do you know?
Because I know what happens when you go up from neutral. You go into fourth. No, you're going into fourth.
So you've got to go down.
Down. So that's it. So now when you set off and go to second, you go down again with the toe.
So it's first, second,
Third, fourth. And then back up with the toe to come down through the gears. So
it was a bike that used to be like this.
The C90 that we get is apparently like this, but the CT110 is how you've just described it, be up to go up. It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's nice to ride. So it is so easy. It's comparing it to the 110, it's just a fresher, more modern, easier riding version of it, really. Yeah. The only thing, the clocks are in kilometres an hour, and you can't change them to miles. But other than that, You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. It's just totally backwards. No, you're still in. Oh, go on then.
I think it'll tell you.
Yeah, a gear indicator would be handy, but I think once you've got the hang of it, it'll become second nature.
Please, it's air cooled.
Yeah, it's as simple as it gets, isn't it? I mean, people are sort of saying about fuel injection and does it add more complexity to it, but I think it's that basic modern technology. I can't see you having problems with it. And it's nice to have a proper headlight, an electric start. Yeah, it's probably what? Yeah, I'd probably say it's maybe 5 kilos heavier than a 110 or 10, but you having a go? Are you alright?
So how many, what power has it got? It's one
I think 8.9 brake horsepower.
Alright.
So
Go up to 10, can't you, on the 125?
I think you could 12 and a half, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it should cruise along at sort of 50, 55,
Yeah.
which is 10 mile an hour more than 110, which I think will make it a lot more usable for like going around Dartmoor and stuff like that. I think it suits you. You like it? It's alright, isn't it? It is like a 110, but just modern, isn't it?
Once you get the hang of the gears, you won't think about it.
No, no. It's just. Go on.
No, I don't know, it doesn't matter, does it?
Just if you keep going down, it will reach neutral because it'll go from fourth to neutral. You might just have to rock bike forward. No, there you go, neutral.
I think you'll find it's probably easier to ride with the others in the end.
It's funny, every bike's got this.
Yeah, it's exactly the same, isn't it? So down into neutral,
Yeah.
down into first even.
So yeah, it seems funny you
Just
don't
keep
need to
it
slow.
going down until you want to slow down and you come up.
Come up, yeah.
It's simple, really.
Yeah, I like that it comes round again. So fourth to neutral makes it easier. Saves you having to come. Clunk. It is, isn't it?
Is it as nippy as the
I don't think it feels as.
It doesn't feel as nippy.
No, I think when it's wound out, it'll be quicker. I think for bombing around somewhere like this, it won't feel as nippy.
No.
It's
On the road, I suspect.
yeah. I think it'll be a better road bike and not quite as good a trail bike.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Yeah.
Like the pickup on the throttle's not as immediate or as sharp on this.
It's a nice bike, that.
Yeah, I like that. So first conclusion is I like it.